Cool. Thanks, man. All right, is it better? Hold on. Hey, J Rod. Thanks, Danny. Appreciate that, man. See, I like it. You're always looking after me, man. All right. Cool. J Rod, is it better? Long time no hear from you guys. It's been I know it's only been 2 days, but I was as I was saying, yep. Hopefully everything's fine now, but I got it, Danny. Yeah, I just got your message here. Cool. Yeah, I decided to just log in, man. Outside of next Tuesday, which is gonna be the award show for collecting weekly, um, probably won't be till next week. Maybe it's gonna be a hectic week for me next week. So, but I won't miss the award show from Collecting Weekly for sure. That is gonna be on Tuesday. Zach, it's eight same time, right? 8:30. So yeah, so definitely do check it out. It's gonna be fun. I know PJ is gonna be there as well. Paradox Nerd. So says make invisible wall. So hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Friday night, man. And we're streaming. So fun times, fun times. But we got some well, there's not a whole lot of announcements since I streamed because that was just a couple of days ago. So not a whole lot of news there. There's some releases. Yep, Zach says 8:30 Central Standard Time. So if you guys, I highly suggest you guys go check it out. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Not influencing anyone, but Rambo's gonna win the figure of the year. Just saying. Yeah, but other than that, yo, what's going on, my man? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the announcement from Disney Plus, and we're gonna talk about that and how it affects us, collectors. Hey, John, Erwin. Yeah, I try to do this late now because I noticed, I got some peeps who's messaging me. They probably didn't know that I was gonna go live today because why would I? I just did it 2 days ago. So, but like I was saying earlier when I was on mute, um, I don't want to keep it for too long. This thoughts in my head because I'm gonna forget about it. We're not gonna be talking about this on Tuesday at Collecting Weekly because it's a award show. So my next stream would be probably Saturday, and I might do that with PJ. Who knows? So, and by that time, I can't even remember what happened yesterday. But, dude, Disney Plus, man, a lot of things to look forward into that. A lot. And hey, Brian, what up, man? Brian's in the house. They came through. So I closed it. Of course, I did. But last Wednesday, Hot Toys made an announcement about the releases, and they haven't done that in a while, that they are gonna do, and they actually did one. Where is that? Okay, new folder. The Spider Monkey, man. So any of you guys are even gonna pick this one up? It scares me, man, because I feel like it's all gonna come in bunches. Like I made a video earlier. I said I got this on pre-order. This is probably gonna be one that I'm happy that I did it on Big Bad because I do want this, not right away though. I was hoping that this would be released in like July of next year, something where nothing is going on. So, that's my wish on this. Oh, here it says, hey, one more 6 content. Man, hey, with all the delays, we might as well talk about things, right? J-Rod says Disney Plus will be going up in price with all these content. I think they already announced it. It's going to be $1 more. I mean, that not that big of a deal, but, I hope it's not a trend. I hope it's not a trend. I'm getting the upgraded suit, but passing on this. I got you, J-Rod. I got you, man. Danny's is on 2 platforms again. I love it. This is all I wanted is the diorama base. I'm a sucker for diorama. I mean, does it really light up this bright? Because that would be awesome. Um, the suit is kind of boring, honestly. It's just black. Yeah, I could do without the suit. His eyes are just confusing because I know he's looking to the right, but there are pictures where I feel like his eyes are following me. It's like playing tricks on my mind, man. Yeah, J Rod's gonna pass on this. I probably won't. This might be one of those things where I put it on a back burner, and then down the line, if nothing's going on, that I might pick up again, or put it on my pile of loot. Let it sit there for 3 months, and then cancel it. I don't. That sounds really terrible, but um, hey, PJ's asking, should I get it, dude? I think you should. I think you should, man. Hey, PJ, are we gonna do some streaming tomorrow? Brian is gonna pass on the Night Monkey. Just pull the trigger on the Iron Man Mark 47. He should be here Tuesday. Brian, we're gonna tackle that too. That Mark 47, man. And John is in the house too. That base is nice. I was gonna say something about that. Like figures like this 47, man. It's like a trap figure, you know. And I feel like this is one of the reasons why there's so much, so much delays. Looks like Snake Eyes. I mean, historically though, Spider-Man has done really well for my channel, like view-wise. So in terms of that, I might get. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. There's some exceptions, obviously, especially those video game Spider-Mans, but this is actually from the movie, and he fought in this suit. Far From Home is not my favorite movie of all time. Does it make sense to have two Spider-Mans on that movie? Sure, why not? Let's do it. But I like the base. I mean, it's 305, I believe. I almost feel like I want to get the upgraded suit from Hong Kong just to have some little bit of momentum there, just a little bit there. Erwin says, fooling with his young Snake Eyes to go with our young Solo. Hey, everything's young nowadays. Okay, PJ says maybe 9 or 9:30. Hey, man, anytime. It's Saturday. I'm home, not doing anything. So, it's not gonna be an eye catcher on your shelf for sure because it's all black. But that base, I mean, even if you tell me you buy that base separately, I'm pretty sure that's gonna sell out on Toy Anxiety pretty quickly. On eBay, you're probably gonna pay around 150 for that. So it's not even worth picking up just is that a baby Molten Man? That is cute. But I don't know, man. The eyes are looking sideways again. There's, in terms of value for your money, I don't think you're getting it too much on this release compared to the upgraded suit. There's not a whole lot. This is one of those things where it looks like a Marvel Legends or so, So, I mean, I'm really digging CGE Rock's pictures, man. But see, it looks natural. I like it. It doesn't look too digitized. So the collector said they need the flow of the money. I agree. I just want Mysterio, says Eddie. I agree, man. And Ben says, just got here. Did you see how this figure comes with a skin tone neck peg in the box? Oh, it did, but no Tom Holland head. Seems weird, but I guess if you have a spare head, might as well. Oh, it did. I didn't even notice that. I haven't seen any unboxings yet. So, well, that's good to know, Ben. I want to see the head sculpt because aren't they going to change the head sculpt from Far From Home to Homecoming or something like that? They haven't shown it, right? Like we don't know if it's the same one. Brian says if they had included the lava creature base and the drone base in the deluxe set, then maybe. True, man. You're absolutely right. Mark's in the house. I agree with Brian here because the figure is so plain and boring that maybe they should have made it, to Brian. I doubt it they're gonna do that because the drone itself is like $120, right? If they made this 350 with a drone, then we might have a deal here, you know. But I do love the base. I am kicking myself now for not getting that black Spider-Man, the suit from Spider-Man 2, because it has the Sandman base. I had every opportunity back in the day to get it for 140. Never got it. I just thought that foolishness. I thought I was gonna stick to 10 Hot Toys. That's what happens, man, when you hesitate. Ben says, haven't shown the new head yet. Gonna be another Ant-Man situation. God, I hope not. Dude, I hope not, Ben. See the head, the eye seems to be following me. Oh no, it's still on the side. Still on the side. It's just a little darker there. It's a lot of textures, a lot of layers. Looks interesting. Looks really boring as well. Doesn't it come with no base? I think it's for like $200 with no base, or $230 or something like that. Man, they could have made this ice removable as well, or with a purse, you know, like at the bottom. They could have done that to put a little spice into this figure. I mean, I guess the ice doesn't matter as much because you're going to use this, you know, this ice anyway. But still. I mean, it's posable. I give him that. Would it be a case where this is kind of like the home suit Spider-Man all over again? Maybe. That's a good picture right there. Next up is Gambit from Sideshow. Man, Sideshow's been killing it with X-Men 1/6, guys. The only thing I have a problem with this is the price, but other than that, this hands are amazing. The card, beautiful. Again, the torso, no movement there. This is going to be hard plastic, it seems like. We've never seen him in any dynamic pose, but tailoring wise, boots and all that stuff, looks great. I like the effects here. See, like straight up from torso to the leg. Is there even an ankle articulation here? There should be. This just looks like a gap in here. But knowing Sideshow, there might not be any ankle or pivot there. I don't know. Does the trench coat has to be like this, or kind of be like pleathery wise? I don't know. I don't know too much. I know PJ has the statue version, so it might. Dante, yeah, just got the Toys here at Ock today. Hopefully we get an updated Raimi suit. Yep, I agree, man. Oh damn, Eddie's dropping some spoilers now. Buying a short trooper when they reissue him. Dude, I like that design. I need a trooper first, though. Just a regular trooper. Please, a rogue Sideshow. Lionheart says, sure, is going to be fun to pose. Lion, are you talking about the Spider-Man? I believe so, it's Spider-Man. If you're talking about Gambit, maybe not. I don't know. Oh, there is an ankle pivot here, so maybe there is. Look at those ears. Let's go back. Oh, yeah, the ears are sticking out. Man, that is Obama ears right there from Gambit. I didn't even notice that. Danny with his keen eye. The collectors. Anyone think last night about the potential of Fantastic Four line during the Disney Plus announcement? Anything is possible now, the collector. Anything is. You wouldn't happen to have any of those Toys era Ox for sale, would you, John? John, where'd you get that? Did you get that from 1/6 Corner? Because they didn't reserve one for me. Not feeling the leggings, according to Lionheart here. And John says, love me some Gambit. Just order the exclusive statue before it hit wait list. Gambit is awesome, man. I mean, nice character. It looks like it translated well to 1/6 if you're not looking to put him on any dynamic poses, like I said, because this ab section is gonna be a problem. The legs shouldn't be. If this are fabric, it looks like those stretchy materials, but the ab section, yeah. So you're gonna be a little bit limited here. So if you wanted something more dynamic, I would say go with a statue. But the triple card throwing effect is there, so that's cool. I like this number 5 too. This alternate swap out hairstyle and single energy card. Is that an exclusive version? Because it seems like Big Band has that as well. So I'm not quite sure if that's exclusive. Who knows? John says no. Ern says Obama ears. We're gonna be trending right now. The collector wants a Doctor Doom. It's about time, man. About time. Channing Tatum based head sculpt. You might be something there. Lionheart. John says I got all from TNS when they had like a Black Friday sale on in stock. John, is that TNS? No, TNS is different than the one that we were talking about on Facebook. No, that's Toy Origins. Yeah. That's Toy Origins. All right. So those are the only things that really came up, man. Since my last stream. So nothing exciting. But the exciting part was the Disney Plus and what it means to us. Let's put it up here. Man, as far as Marvel, if you're a Marvel fan, I don't know if you should be really excited because I don't. Let's see. All right. So if you're a Marvel fan, Shang-Chi, or yeah. I don't know what that is, man. Falcon and Winter Soldier. As a collector and somebody who doesn't have Falcon, I'm excited for that. Blade, as you guys know, Blade is one of the most expensive figures that, Hot Toys has ever made. Not the best. It's just rare because it's, sought after. So any Blade fans out there, go get it. That's the title of that's why I titled the stream, The Hype is Real, but do not fall into it. Because I almost fell into it. And Danny and Mario, I've been talking to you guys on Facebook. So because of PJ, kind of went to the dark side of Star Wars. And I do these things where I'm going back. And me and PJ always talk about it. Do not go back. Don't go back because you're going to overpay. If you overpay for a little bit, that's fine. But some of these figures are ridiculous now. They're getting crazy prices up there. So, Spider-Man 3. Apparently, that's going to be star-studded, supposedly. So we don't know. Doctor Strange. I got Doctor Strange. I mean, I think it's still on waitlist, so you can actually get that for retail right now. Eternals, Loki. There's a bunch of Lokis out there. WandaVision. This would provide 2 figures that are relatively up there. Not sure what If is. Captain Marvel 2. Is it Quantumania? I'm guessing this is Ant-Man and Wasp. The picture that I got is really small. I mean, we still have Ant-Man and Wasp readily available. So Secret Invasion, I'm kind of interested, but it looks like it's a TV show. So I'm not looking for like massive production with this, guys. Like as far as known characters that we know of, Guardians. I guess if you're in a market for Drax, but then again, Drax didn't really sell well, so I wish they would throw that in anyway. The one that's kind of dangerous here for Iron Man collectors is this Armor Wars. This is gonna be Rhodey, I believe. And boy, those armors, I'm telling you guys. So this delay by Hot Toys, like with Marvel wise, I don't know if you guys feel this, but sometimes if you haven't received the figure, you kind of want a figure. You just want to spend money, So lately I've been looking at John's post about Punisher War Machine. And Punisher War Machine was not on my radar at all. He got a good price for it. It's like $340. So if anyone is on a market for Punisher War Machine, please get it off John's hand before I ask John. Because I have no plans on spending $340 on a War Machine. But it's there. It's like staring at me. And I love War Machine and Punisher at the same time. So, man, this store is loud. But this delays, man. It's not good. because you can kind of buy things that you don't intend to buy. So I don't know if Brian intended to buy that Mark 47. I didn't. I don't. But this delays, man, it's playing tricks on your mind. Kind of like, man, I got this reward point sitting on my pocket. Nothing's available. Maybe, and you're kind of convincing yourself that you need these figures, even though you really don't, nor have any plans on owning these figures. Man, it's real, man. It's consuming me, but I'm strong so far. But let me go back here real quick. Oh, Mario says the hype is real. He's given to the hype. Give in to the hype, Mario. You've given to the hype a long time ago, though. The collector Emma Frost needs to be on point. Comics, you keeping your Disney Plus subscription now? No, comics. I'm still gonna because those things are not gonna come out till like next year. So I'm gonna just cancel that for now. Because the more I watch Disney Plus, honestly, the more I have Disney Plus, the more I watch Star Wars, the more in trouble I get. So, might as well stay away from the source here, and maybe I'll get my head straight back on. Lionheart says Hot Toys must be happy right now, dude. I'm sure they're ecstatic because they're running out of materials lately. And Disney just announcing it, they're just seeing dollar signs all over the place. I hope they make another Blade. That's at the top of my wish list, says Visions. Dude, a lot of people. I know there's a third-party Blade, but let's be honest, even a third party is cheaper. If Hot Toys does that, you're still gonna buy it. I got a few third party of my own, and I still want Hot Toys to make those figures. If they do, I'm still gonna buy it. I still will. What's up, Eddie? Mario says, to quote the Big Omi Lord, there's no escape. There is none. John says, been just getting around right now to unbox Two-Face. I bought off you. Heck of a figure. Good timing buying it with all the Dark Knight buzz. That Dark Knight, man. There might be something we don't know about that DX20. I'm still looking after that. It's either gonna be Diecast Mark 1 or Joker. I'm interested. Please don't let it be Darth Maul. Because goddamn, Darth Maul does not deserve 3 DXs. I'm just saying. I like the character, but I have high hopes for Shang-Chi as well. Let's go back here. Oh. Danny says Secret Invasion will have Nick Fury, I think. Maybe. War Machine armor is my weakness, according to Mario. Dude, that War Machine and Punisher at the same time? Somebody buy it off. By the way, guys, if you want some alternative, head over to Off the Racks. John's gonna hook you up, man. Or put him up, go into his group, by the way, on Facebook. The collector Christian Bale again. Eddie says I loved his character and Captain Marvel. She-Hulk. Yep, the collector says She-Hulk. Good point right there. Earn the itch to buy while waiting. Totally relate to this. That's what I'm talking about, man. Like, so nothing's going on. You got this plan on your head. You have limited space. So, I mean, once you get to like 20 Hot Toys, you got to be really thinking about your priorities, and space and funds. When it's like, when you're in denial, when you first started collecting, you're going to be like, oh, I'm just going to stick with this line. That never happens, by the way. So, and then you venture in, you said you're going to do this and you're sticking well. And then there's delays. Now your mind is playing tricks on you, man. Like, you need to buy one. You need that feeling of unboxing. Ooh. And, like, I review things, but I always buy late, for whatever reason. Like, just, I don't buy off from Hong Kong. So, like, the Mandalorian has, like, one of the lowest views that I have on my channel. And I felt like I put in too much, like, I put a lot of effort into it. But that's okay. I don't mind. But there's no, I'm just saying, there's no advantage of me buying this, like, Punisher War Machine this late now, but I still want it. It's crazy. Brian says I've been wanting him for some time. The 47 is one of those armors as well that I kind of want, but I don't need. So the comic reader, I hope Hot Toys does only main characters because I can't afford everyone. That's the problem, man. That is the problem. DX20, I want to be a Joker. I got to do a poll here on YouTube. Like, what should be DX20, or a guess? I'm only have two guesses in here: Joker or Iron Man Mark One. If it's any other than those two, I'd be kind of disappointed. Erwin says, "Here we go again out with the DX20. Don't break me, dude. You gotta get DX20, man. I know how to tame the hype beast." Brian says he knows. So choose the absolute worst time to dump my entire 1/6 Dark Knight collection, according to Ben. Sold the last one day before DX19 was announced. Ben, you can always start over, man. J-Rod just saw DX11 go for 400 tonight on eBay. I wonder if it's going down the price. If it's to people being scared of reissue. Might be, J-Rod. Maybe, man. I would say though, like, even I don't think they're gonna go all out like DX11. DX11 with the backdrop, which is fantastic. The table, the chair, the two head sculpts. If they make another Joker, I think it's gonna be aesthetically better. It should be. That DX11 is almost 10 years old. However, I don't think you're going to get those bits and pieces. And worst case scenario, if you run across a DX11 that's cheaper, get it, because Joker, you can display him in multitude of ways. You can have the purple coat. You also want to do the interrogation look where he doesn't have the purple coat. So there's always a use for a second Joker body. That's all I'm saying. So because even if you buy the Daft Toys set, that's around $150, and then you buy the body, so now you're looking at almost $200. I mean, 400 to 200, that's bootleg. Eric says, I'm back. Let's see here. John says, I ended up selling my Mark V diecast today with all the reissues going on, matter of time before Mark V gets re-released. Shore Troopers are on the chopping block too. Smart move, John. Smart move, my friend. All right, Marius asking, what is John's group? John, you got to hit that up right here in the comments. Comic Reader, how can Mark 1 have articulated eyes? So there's a chance of it being DX. Hey, you never know, man. Maybe from underneath, make it magnetized, kind of like DX12. And then, I mean, I don't think there's any, well, there could be a point on articulated eyes on Mark 1 because it doesn't light up. So Brian says, are you going to be covering the backhoe that is the final version of the Endgame to Tony Stark? The prototype photos were of the Mark 50 head sculpt, but the final. Oh, man, I didn't even notice the final head sculpt. I got to check that back up, Brian. John, here's my group. Okay, so John's going to put it out there. Have you seen DJ Custom's Criminal Joker? Looks almost like DX11. Oh, man, I got to check that out. DJ Custom is really expensive, though, right? I know from 1/6 Corner, they always say like DJ's Customs are a bit up there when it comes to pricing, especially for like a third party release. But going back to this, She-Hulk, Hawkeye, Black Panther, they said they're not going to recast Black Panther, which I'm happy. It's too soon, by the way. Moon Knight, Hawkeye, She-Hulk. I'm kind of excited about She-Hulk because that might bring a new Hulk. Even though I already have one, I'm happy for those who doesn't. So, Mark Pearson said Death Star Gunner wouldn't be a bad reissue either. Dude, we were laughing about that Death Gunner when it first got released because it comes, it has no head sculpt and it was like $200. Now I think it's like up there in price as well. Comics says, what series that was announced are you most excited for? Comics, man, I hate to say this. Star Wars. I would say before it's Marvel, but now it's Star Wars because there's some figures in there that I kind of want to get in Star Wars realm. So, Mario's asking, dude, Mario. No, I think we're talking about Shore Trooper being lower in cost. So that is good. Hey, Vector Wolf. Hey, hello from Mexico, my man. I was wondering, do you know any pages that sell Hot Toys internationally? Oh, man. You got to ask the chat there because I only go with Big Bad Toy Store and Sideshow for the most part. And John's. That's it. I know the local comic book shop probably won't. So, okay, let's go back here. Oh. So yeah, so we're talking about hype. Oh, it doesn't move. God damn it, man. What the heck is wrong with this thing? Okay, let's stop this for a little bit. That should have moved. Okay, so this again, I can't find like a why couldn't I find like a better picture of these things? Again, for Disney Plus, Star Wars, Mandalorian, that's a must. That's obviously there. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend that I know all these things, but I Ahsoka, this is the hype that I'm talking about. Those who pre-ordered that Ahsoka, it hasn't been released yet. Yet there's already 3 Ahsokas that I'm looking at right now. That the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian version, and this version. That's the hype that I'm talking about. Pre-order. You guys gotta be you guys gotta take it easy on that those pre-orders, man. Don't pull the gun right away. Don't. Mm-mm. Obi-Wan. This is I'm excited about this one. The Obi-Wan. Don't know about Bad Batch. I'm gonna find out. That's it for me. A droid story. God, I hope it's not. It's not one of those. The droid that comes with the Java ones. Okay, Ahsoka. All right, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people pre-ordered this, rightfully so. Everyone is excited about Ahsoka because there was no Ahsoka yet ever, and then this got released. Pretty sure everyone pre-ordered it. I'm sure there's gonna be difference on the costume and her lightsaber or whatever the case is from here to the Mandalorian version to her own series. But boy, if the difference is gonna be like Darth Maul from Phantom Menace to Solo One, is that's kind of like it's really minimal. I don't know if I can like justify having. I mean, I'm gonna buy an Ahsoka, not this one though, because the thing that's why I think that's why I thought they should have went for the animated version to make a distinction. They got lazy. The reason why they made her semi-real is because they got lazy. They don't want to do an animated version for Anakin and Obi-Wan. That's one of the reasons why. And maybe they want to just, but they didn't thought of the potential here that if they made this animated, they can make Cody animated as well and other clones. They took this shortcut. They still might make an animated version or a younger Ahsoka. I don't know, man. But I always thought they should have made it animated to begin with. But okay, let me go back here real quick. Comics. What Star Wars hot toys were you trying to go back for? Oh, dude, a bunch. I was like, me and Mario were talking in Facebook, and those guys are really awesome. Mario and Danny, they're giving me like links to go back, but like the pride in me just doesn't want to overpay for any figure, like especially like I know how the game works, so I'd rather not overpay, but sometimes you have to, but I'll be patient here. Ben says contemplating picking up Death Star Gunner for 285. Good price compared to the market, but ridiculous price for the figure and what it comes with. Ben, just hold on right now, man. I would say anyone who's contemplating on buying anything Star Wars more than retail should just pump the brakes and see what happens in the next few months. Like if you don't really need a Death Star Gunner right away, and Ben, with how much figure I saw from you, I would say, Erwin says Mando is our hope for getting troopers that are sold out. True. We'll wait if they do short trooper and hover tank driver, which is they did not. Is that what you call those troopers? Because I was confused today what they are called. John says that's a great price. Mark says Clone Wars Ahsoka still top. Look over the Mando version because that's where I know her from. Comic reader. Finally, we may get a 1/6 Vader with young Anakin burnt skull. That's coming, man. I'm pretty sure it is. Clone Wars Ahsoka to me looks like Selena Gomez. I don't know if that's good thing or bad thing, Erwin. There's also other two versions of Clone Wars Ahsoka they could make aside from this one. See, imagine like how many Ahsokas they could make. So, man, even if you're a big fan, I would say just play the smart game right now. Eddie says out. He will get every Ahsoka they gave us. Clone Wars Ahsoka. Okay. Dirt. Can't wait for a hide and seek head sculpt. You Comic says you're tripping. Also have preferred to make them animated. Mando version should have shorter head tentacles as well, if that's what they are. I know, man. I don't. So I'm pretty sure somebody knows it. Vision. So she looks like a cat. I don't know why. Okay, so as far as Obi-Wan, this is just a guess. And I, for one, has missed some of these guys. Hey, BMW, what's going on, man? Brian, pulling the trigger on both Mandos and Heartbreaker Iron Man next month. Wow, okay. Never bought Star Wars before. Super excited. Brian, you're going to love the Mando because it looks screen accurate. You know, that's all we've been wanting for, you know, like screen accuracy. You're going to love it. You might get tired of it, you know, because how many Mandos are coming out. So I will get Clone Wars Ahsoka to pair with Clone Wars Darth Maul. Yep. See that Clone Wars Darth Maul too? I wish they would have made it a bit more cartoony, you know? Okay, so this is the news. He will return. I think we all know that. So therefore, this guy, I feel like, would get either reissued. So if you guys are in the market, and I am in the market for this now, but I would not pay $400 or even $350 for this. Just be patient, guys. It'll come out. We all know this. It's Hot Toys. They like to print money. And this is easy money. My biggest problem with this is that it doesn't look like this prototype. He seems smooth. I do prefer this because I do like the movie. I actually did like the movie. But if they can give us a better sculpt, which always kind of happens, right? Like it's very rare that Hot Toys releases a new figure and then they redo the sculpt in its worst. They said that Loki is kind of worse, but I don't agree. It's really rare that happens. So if they do this, like if they re-release Obi-Wan, or not re-release, if they can re-release this guy, it's still on wait list. They could pull off a Yoda. Yoda was silently re-released. The Yoda from Attack of the Clones, I believe. They can pull a new one like this or from the TV show. So either way, you see some guys are selling this now on BST. They probably saw that too. This one comes with a lot of stuff though. Like I do love this hologram figures and light up table. The baby is a nice plus. This drone is a nice plus. But it's all about the head sculpt. And if the new one would look better, hey, I'm all for it, man. And maybe they can include some of these as well, you know, so you never know. And this guy might show up too. I know this guy's on wait list, and I'm putting this in because I'm on the hunt for these guys as well. And I am some of them. I saw one of these for $400, and it's only like $90 more than retail. I almost pulled the trigger, but I was just like, hey, man. And I talked to Mario. Mario made a good point that Emperor right here showed up on is it The Last Jedi or something like that, Mario? So he might show up there. You know, I don't really know. Anyone who knows Star Wars more than me, obviously here, maybe can figure out what more they can add to this figure to make it release worthy again. I don't know. You know, give him a lightsaber, perhaps. I don't know. So, but yeah, I think, and this guards right here, hey, I think they're gonna be re-released too. So anything Star Wars, I would really thread carefully if you guys are on the market for one. So let me go back real quick here. Big Dog, what's going on, man? Did you see tonight's? I did. I think a certain trooper will be reissued. Yep, I agree with you, Big Dog. Comics only gonna get one Mando, full Beskar one when it comes out. Gonna pick and choose because I want to get the whole Clone Wars line. And J-Rod, unless it's Ant-Man. That is true, J-Rod. You made a good point there. Comic, only figure I would buy for secondary market price would be Jack Sparrow, my grail. Disney won't allow Hot Toys to make another one. Oh, is it because of Johnny Depp situation there? Good chance for a battle damage Vader Hot Toys. Yep. We still waiting for the Clone Wars Obi to be announced for pre-order. Let's see here, Eddie. I'm hyped for that one, Mario. Eddie says he sold his return. John, what's hold up with Clone Wars? I know, man. It's the same head sculpt, man. I don't even know what's holding it up. Irwin got deluxe pops, and he's definitely worth it, even if just sitting. Yeah, that's a problem with people, with characters in Throne, man. Like Mandarin before, you're kind of like obligated to have them sitting down because you don't want to waste the throne. Kind of like with my Black Panther. Luckily, my Black Panther, I don't put him sitting down because I know I'm going to ruin his suit. So keep him standing up there. Danny says, which trooper? Oh, Danny, are you talking about the Mandalorian here? So, will be reissued. Danny, we're guessing it is the Shore Trooper. Dylan, I'm waiting for Clone Wars Kenobi. I have Clone Wars Anakin pre-ordered and I want to display him. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know, man. What's the holdup with that? George, stay away from sequel stuff. I think the only character that kind of holds interest is Kylo. Other characters are bargain bin buys if you must. I agree with you, man. Only if this guy shows up in the sequel stuff, because he looks the same. So I guess you can make an argument outside of the box art. You know, I don't even know if the box art is different. So if he comes out, I might get him. You know, even from the sequel stuff. So you know what, George, though? If Mandalorian, for whatever reason, or Ahsoka runs over some troopers from the sequel stuff, hey, it might not be a bad idea to grab those troopers as well because they're going for dirt cheap. I'm telling you guys, one of these sequels, or if they run across those troopers, they would skyrocket in price too, all of a sudden, and that's not out of the possibility here, man. Erwin says, got a New Hope Vader in battle damage already due to the suit flaking. Oh, man, that sucks, man. Oh, PJ's asking. Oh, PJ, I was looking for this guy. But I got a guy lined up for trade, but kind of fell apart, man. So, and Danny says, yeah, Danny says, I need a Stormtrooper. You know what, Danny? I'll go for non-Hot Toys one, man, as long as it's in scale, because all they're going to do is lay down anyway. That's just for my photography there. So, JB got my Boba Mythos before it went on pre-order at Sideshow. Nice. Okay, so another one, Anakin. I have a feeling, maybe not this specific version, but I have a feeling we're going to see him again. So those who are looking for this, who slept on this, just hold tight, man. Don't pay $400 for this. I don't have the dark side. I have the light side because I feel like that's more versatile. Don't just, it's Star Wars, man. They're gonna keep on pumping this one out. So nothing is, these guys are still ongoing. So they would come out. Just stay with me here. I know it's hard. I know, because I've been searching eBay, the past couple of days for a cheap trooper. So Mario says, I'll send you a 3.76 if you don't care about scale. God damn it, you Mario. Dylan says, I keep telling myself I'm going to collect Clone Wars. Then I dipped into OG Trilogy. Now I'm dipping to Mando and Moff. Gideon is coming up soon. Yeah, man. Don't just give in. Just it's really hard. Just be selective, I would say. Don't get the minor characters one. So that's, even the troopers, I have no intention of displaying troopers, but just using them as props. So I don't necessarily need the most expensive one. I was looking at the like a $60 one. I saw one on Big Bad, but it's like a kit from Hasbro, I think. It's 1/6. I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch some reviews for that. Erwin says it pops from the last film gets released. I'm still getting it. Actually waiting for Kylo and Ray from. Oh man, that's some dedication, Erwin. Yeah, Danny says I think there's a cheap Bandai. I might get that, Danny. I don't know, man. I have no plans on displaying those guys. Oh, no worries, JB. Chris, is Darth Maul from Phantom still worth it? Are there problems on flaking on pleather parts? I never had problems with it, Chris. But then again, it's still pretty new, man. So pleather parts, I would say it would still flake, Chris, especially if you were in a humid area. I don't know where you're from, but I'm guessing it would still flake. Danny just sent me a text here. Thanks, man. PJ, I'm just gonna get into that too. George, I wish Hot Toys consider making alien characters. Cantina or Jabba's Palace, wishful thinking, but Sideshow did a Greedo and Hammerhead way back. Hot Toys would kill those sculpts. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe if they do that, maybe as a set. Dude, George, man, I know PJ would be proud of me. I know who Greedo is. Got shot right away. Spoiler alert, because I just watched that last night. Is it wrong that I just watched A New Hope and is it Revenge of the Sith or something? Back to back. That was weird that I spent like 4 hours for that. But Death Star Gunner, yep. Mark Bandai. Oh, yeah, I saw that Bandai, man. Let's go live tomorrow. Let's do it, PJ. Hey, PJ, do you want to hop in, man? Or is it gonna be redundant if you hop in? Comics, are you getting the Death Trooper that's in stock now? Feel like that's a trooper you probably shouldn't sleep on if you didn't have one. Comics, god damn it, man. Why do you have to mention it? I'm thinking about it, man. Because I didn't know it lights up. It lights up from the bottom and it looks really good. And the flashlight too, but I know it's not too bright. PJ, how's the articulation for that guy? Not to mention how many Boba Fett we got now. I don't see why we gonna get a DX treatment. I agree, man. Get the head sculpt for Boba. It's a perfect opportunity. Oh, I'm in bed. I can't. That's cool, man. Let's do it tomorrow. Oh, Chris, you're from Texas. It's not too humid in there, man. So I think you'll be fine. But you know what? Like I don't know the price now, Chris, for the Phantom Menace. But there's so many Darth Mauls in there, though. So if you're gonna overpay, I would say just move on and get. I mean, they all look the same anyway. So, I mean, that's just me. I honestly would prefer the first, but you know, if it's more expensive, I don't know how much expensive it is, though. I got you in Trooper, man. John, man, I gotta talk to you later, man. I gotta ask you about because I'll message you. Next one, WandaVision. So if there's any still Marvel fans around here, we all know. I mean, this is coming out, and it looks like she's gonna wear that old school costume. I think we already know that. Vision, it looks like there's not a whole lot of difference there. As you guys know, this is really expensive. Not that anyone would care to buy this now, but this version, the movie promo version, was at one point like $500, I think. You'll be nuts to pay that now. This should go down in price at least until the announcement, but I don't know if anyone cares at this moment, you know, to get, you know, this Scarlet Witch version. I know this is expensive. This is the more expensive one, at least the last time I checked. And this one is up there too, but you guys shouldn't really spend money on Scarlet Witch at this point, knowing that she's around. If you do have these figures, this would be a perfect time to cash in. You know, like anything that we talked about here. If you guys are listening and you're in the market for one, I would suggest do not buy one. If you have them, cash in if you're willing to take the risk. Obviously, I don't have any inside stuff here. This is all just from experience. I feel like they're going to reissue all of this stuff. But if you can cash in, you know, perfect example back then, I didn't cash in on Doctor Strange. Man, that boy was going for $800 at one point. My buddy was like urging me, was like, dude, you gotta sell it. And I was like, there's no way they're gonna make another Doctor Strange. I mean, they all look the same. And alas, they did, so my mistake there. I should have, but yeah, this girl right here, if you have one, cash in. For how much? Look at the market for on eBay, the sold items, and then just go on from there. Hey man, if you can sell one figure and get two for the price of one, I think that's a win. So there's a perfect time to let go of a figure. And I think if I'm mentioning one of your figures here, because some people are hype right now. I see some posts on 1/6 Republic asking, hey, anyone has Anakin they want to get rid of, not knowing that them announcing him gonna be back on the Obi-Wan show just opened the door for them. Why would you even look for one now? So it's patience. There's so many good figures coming out now that you don't need to track back, especially for these figures. Vision as well too. I mean, I sold mine back then for like $200. Didn't look back, didn't miss the figure. Honestly, it was kind of a boring figure. The new one would be better. I'm pretty sure the suit here, because he does have the clamp thingy on the waist and it messes up the suit. So mine was not, because I knew better. I didn't use the clamp thing. But so many opportunities here, like a light up gem here. Different head sculpts, perhaps. This was 220 when it got released back then. It was overpriced back then. It's overpriced now. So if you have vision, let go of it. I bet you there's gonna be a new one. So go back here. John says, I got you. The Death Trooper. Mario, you can never have too many troopers, man. I can't believe I'm saying this to you. I'd love a Mandalorian style Boba with his repainted armor. Could come with a pretty cool head sculpt. Speaking of repainted armor, guys, if anyone has seen the episode today, did he have the time to sand and buff that armor? Because it looks nice and pristine today. We just talked about it, me and PJ. He's not carrying pants. Is he carrying a sander and some spray paint? Because that guy looks clean today. The collector says Think Ball is coming back into TV or film for sure, man. He's really popular. So JB, so they made Mando regular one now. They made one with Baby Yoda now, and they made one with Speeder now, making with the spear or what? That's a DX, JB, with a spear. That's DX20. And the collector, yep, something else just happened on the episode today. Do not overpay for Scarlet Witch. Yeah, guys, do yourselves a favor. Do not even look at Scarlet Witch or Vision nowadays. Chris says, I prefer the original too, but I agree with your point. Love your show, by the way. Oh, thanks, Chris. I appreciate that, man. JB says, not into Wanda or Vision. I mean, man, but you gotta know, these two are kind of rare. So, I mean, if you just started collecting, and hopefully you're listening to, reviewer or that's not getting into hype beast mode, I'm here to trying to save you guys money, man, or make you money. Because I'm saying, if you guys have these figures, perfect time to let go of them now. Because if you let go of them too late, you're not going to cash in. So it's timing. Wanda going bring mutants to the MCU, man. Danny, that would be the dream, man. Brian, total noob question. Only been in this casually for 18 months and keep hearing DX lines, but no one even explains what are the difference between MMS line and DX. Brian, honestly, after that Darth Maul that they just announced, I don't even know anymore. Because back then the DX is deluxe. It has a magnetic box, comes with this soft foam base, right? And then it typically has two head sculpts with a purse on it. Has a nice base and tons of accessories. This previous DX shouldn't have been the DX. The small DX shouldn't have been. First and foremost, he appeared in the movie for like, I don't know, a minute, maybe not even. No relevance whatsoever. Second, he doesn't have a second head sculpt. And third, we've seen him before. We just saw him. Like, his two counterparts just got released. So, but yeah, to answer your question, man, DX was the deluxe line. Like, it's supposed to be like they're higher tiered. and that Solomol just kind of ruined it for me. Irwin says still not gonna pull a rooted hair on any figure from Hot Toys. Hey man, I can't blame you for that. J Rod, which Doctor Strange is better, Solo or do I? I honestly like the Solo better, J Rod, because of the backdrop is better, and he has that book of whatever book that is, and I feel like the head sculpt is better too. I just sold mine to get the Infinity War because I love the movie Infinity War and I didn't care about the solo movie of Doctor Strange. That's the only reason. And I'm kind of like anal when it comes to completing a line and stuff like that. So Mars is trying to dump the do it now. Go on eBay, get 350 at least for it. At least try to. Right. And the difference between the DX lines, I don't even really know what you mean by that question, Brian, but you mean like well, DX1 to 19 now, you know, they have their what do you call that? Their number designation or so. JB, I think Infinity War solo movie has more accessories. Not compared to the Phantom Menace one. The Phantom Menace one has 2 head sculpts. Maybe in terms of the useless table or chair that he comes with, but I'd rather get 2 head sculpts than a chair. I wonder if they try rooted hair for Scarlet Witch. Why I sold mine, hated it. Maybe. Fet Deluxe Mando now. DX20. These comics are going up after the announcements. Hey, I see that. Get the variant covers for High Republic. Everyone says I actually prefer the worn out armor for Boba versus the freshly painted one. Me too, man. I don't know why it's freshly painted. I really don't know why. You think Hot Toys will ever make a Mando with a head sculpt? If so, would you get it? Yep. Man, just letting you guys know, I got no embargo whatsoever. If you guys want to talk about spoilers, spoil ahead. I'm waiting on the Mandalorian comics. I'm waiting for Whataburger to hit California. Danny Whataburger just got bought by a Chicago-based company. So, Arrow bring Whataburger to Cali. You will make millions here. Completely agree. DX18 pretty much killed anything that made the DX line special. Thank you, Ben. It's kind of like, you know, first and foremost, I don't know why, you know, Darth Maul deserves 2 DX, much more so 3. The second one shouldn't have been a DX, or the first one, the one with no speeder, shouldn't have been a DX, just 1 DX. I hold DX in a higher regard. So are you recommending on passing? Yes. Unless you missed out on the Phantom Menace one and you really want a Maul. So just saying. They're pretty much the same. So Mario says wait till you see what's next. Mario are pulling a Sean on me. Planning on getting a Hawkeye figure leaning towards Civil War version pass in the Ronin one. You know what, Erwin? I don't care about Hawkeye either, but I care about Endgame. So I'm gonna get that's why I got the Ronin one. Like I don't know if we're ever gonna see another Endgame again. So that's why I just took the plunge on that. I really like that movie. So James said I like your channel even more now. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, man. Okay, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is another one. So for Marvel fans out here, Falcon is one of the more expensive figure nowadays. I know Mario, you had this Falcon, right? And you just sold it. I don't know how much you sold it for. You don't have to tell me. But I hope you got your money's worth here. So if you have the figure, sell it. Because from the trailer, it looks like he's going back to like the traditional Falcon look, like the red one. I won't say I actually like it that much. That look, I kind of like the more military look, not more of a comic look style. However, I'm sensing some improvements, you know, like head sculpt. Maybe this part right here is plastic, so you can't really bend him. So maybe the new one, it's more suit because he looks like he's wearing like a suit of some sort. So if you got one, go ahead, man. Oh, the collector, Billboard Mando Deluxe. Dude, I didn't know that. I'm gonna like that guy too. JB, my Cody's coming soon. Happy. Also, I got a Sideshow Superman. Oh man, that Superman. Hey JB, did you get one from the Steal the Deal? They got it for like 140 at one point. So Mario says sold Falcon, cashed in pretty good. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Cash it in when it matters. Because if you wait too long, you're not gonna be like Mario here. So I'm pretty sure Mario cashing in that Falcon probably got himself 2 Hot Toy figures, or maybe 1.5. So don't overpay for this guy. If you're trying to complete your Marvel and you're really close, don't worry. The train has not stopped when it comes to Falcon. It's rolling right now. So skip this guy. Another one. This is the hype that I'm talking about. Mandalorian. And I'm not lying to you guys. I got into the hype. I bought the non-Beskar version when I told myself I'm not going to get the non-Beskar version. And now I'm trying to convince myself that that's going to be the next Batman Begins armor. I could be right. But how many of this Beskar version are we going to find out? That's why I'm holding up. Because I feel like right now that the hype for me kind of gone down because Mandalorian is Mandalorian. Whether he's wearing full Beskar or just one Beskar, make no mistake, I'm still going to get a Beskar Mando. I don't know if it's going to be this one or the season 2 version because they're going to flood the markets with this. And at some point, some Mandos are going to be useless. Not going to be useless, but try to look for MMS 72 right now. That's Batman Dark Knight. I bet you he doesn't go up in price. Ben says, I just bought back Winter Soldier Falcon this week. We'll definitely try selling it before the new one is announced. Yep, Ben, it's all about time, man. And you sell pretty good figures, man. You're pretty good at selling, so I know you're not going to lose money on that. JB, what's up with that new cap coming out? Is that the end game, JB? Says, yes, again, the hype. Also, pre-order this on Sideshow Toys Wonderland. It's too much. Yeah, man. Hey, guys, I'm telling you. Not because I don't, not because I don't like Toys Wonderland, but I'm just saying, if you could wait, we're in a long game here. If you can save money on shipping, there's so many figures out. Don't overpay for those shipping prices. Don't overpay. I mean, look at me. I even review figures, and it's not in my best interest to wait. It's in my best interest to pay $80 shipping, but I don't. Because I feel like after 2-3 figures, you have one more figure extra. If you're going to wait, Sideshow, Big Bad, go local. The collector, the non-Beskar version is great quality besides the fat suit. I agree, man. And honestly, I've been taking a lot of pictures of that guy on Instagram. So if you guys haven't done that, go check that out. And I love it. I almost feel like I have a ton more on my phone that I don't want to post because, people might just get upset that I'm posting every Mandalorian figures, but he's so photogenic. I'm going to wait, man, because this is not a perfect figure. And I know there's going to be more. There's going to be more. There's no need to rush in and get this because it's going to sell out. So there's no need. Collector, you can tell a difference. I say wait for the next Beskar version to be announced before buying this one. I agree, man. That's what I'm doing, comics. Because I wanted the Beskar version. You get the Beskar version. Whether it's this one, season 2, really minor difference on the leg part right here and maybe the cape, how it drapes, but that's it. We'll see. We'll see how it works. Maybe the season 2 has a spear. Oh yeah, spear. BMW, what's up, man? But my dude, Star Wars. Hey, man, I got bit. I don't know what to tell you, man. I got bit. Arwin didn't pull the trigger on the S1 Deluxe Beskar Mando. We'll wait out for the season 2, then scoop up the season 1 for a steal when people sell theirs. That's a good strategy, Arwin. I don't know if I can wait that long. All I'm waiting for is an announcement, man. And that would determine whether I'm going to pick this up or season 2. The collector can't wait for IG, but worried about him standing up without the base. He doesn't come with a base? Yeah, that sucks. So this is one of those hype ones that I try to avoid. Oh, look at this. Shore Trooper. I know these guys are man, if you're any trooper collector right now, and I said it earlier. I was asking Danny, Mario. Mario pointed me out in some sale on BST. They're decently priced, but I was too late. They can make every excuse. I mean, they've already done that. Rogue One, they all look the same. Hell, they can re-release the same one with a backdrop on it. I'm okay. I'm still not sold that I wanted a stormtrooper, but I might think about. Hopefully, the price goes down, man, because I just like 180. But this shore trooper is going in for a lot of money right now. Whew. And with the episode today, that gives hope to those who never bought a shore trooper. They need to do a Mando diecast. JB. Hey, man. Unnecessary, but I like it. Beskar just hit waitlist. Oh, you did? Oh, that sucks. That's all right. The collector, same here with IG. Excited for it. Yeah, man. So yeah, this shore trooper right here, especially with the episode today, I can see them redoing this. I can see them going through a lot of things because of the episode today, but with the head sculpt too. So, hey, and with all the show announcements, they can just change the box and say that stormtrooper was from Kenobi or Mandalorian. Heck, Remnant Trooper sold out right away too. So, yeah, if you guys are in the market for any troopers, and I know like Danny buys every trooper out there, it's a good time, man. Good time to be a Star Wars fan because you have a second chance on everything. Because as long as there is shows, especially if they're within the same timeline, there's hope that you're gonna see those favorite troopers that you guys do have, that you've been wanting, like the Kenobis and the Anakins. I think they would resurface, and it's kind of bad for if you have those things because obviously the value goes down. But who cares, man? Like you buy this because you're passionate about these things, and like Ben's, like it's all about timing, man. Find yourself a Return of the Jedi trooper. Just pick up a complete. Oh man, Ben, you gotta email, you gotta message me when you see this kind of deals on eBay. Mark says tank trooper, please. Mark, I'm sure it's coming, man. Mud trooper. Well, that's what they could honestly, the collector, that mud trooper, they can just straight up just do a reissue of that. It's so new. Erwin says, was just thinking about Vader's pleather suit. What if they go for sculpted rubber for it? I don't know, Erwin, because it's gonna be shiny. It's gonna take out some of the realism, and most collectors would say something about it that it's not true to the source material. So, Chris, I don't know if it was asked, but will you collect all Hot Toys Clone Wars? No, absolutely not. Worried about the seamless arms of Ahsoka? You should be, yeah. Those seamless arms doesn't go well, So, is her elbow showing up on the Mandalorian? I think it is too. Yeah. Rolio, what's up, my man? With the news of Anakin returning to Obi-Wan series, got me thinking if I should sell both soon. Rolio, if mine, here's what I would suggest. Mine was on sale locally. I put mine up on Craigslist, but I have a price in mind. The reason I have that is that if it sells, because I do love my Anakin. If it sells for the price that I wanted for, great. I don't love Anakin that much. If it doesn't, I also don't mind keeping him around, So because the head sculpt, I like, could they improve it? Sure, but how much more can they improve it for, So I would say, Rolio, go ahead. and list them up, but don't take any offers for it. If Anakin's really important, like have a number on your mind, kind of stick to it. So what if you do sell it, and for whatever reason, let's say they don't release another Anakin, then you'll at least you can tell yourself, hey man, at least I sold it for this much, you know. But the thing is, if you get like a lower price and you sold it for a lower price, you're gonna ask yourself, man, I should have just kept it. So I would say list it, stick to your number, and if it doesn't sell, it doesn't sell. You know, have that mindset, and I think you'll be fine. Big dog, I need a K2SO, please. Yeah, those were, man. Oh, JB says, what do you mean the best car hit waitlist? I just checked Sideshow, says pre-order. K2SO will be in the Ander Hot Toys line soon. Here you go. That's from Eddie. Mimban Trooper would have been great. Man, with all these troopers, man, I don't know how y'all keeping up. I mean, I must admit, they all look good though. They're like Iron Man, right? Like back then, I don't know if you guys were collecting when it was Iron Man 3, like every single suit was coming out, the House Party Protocol, and we got this all sort of unnecessary Iron Mans, and I never got why people were buying them. But now with troopers, okay, so spoiler alert. Well, not spoiler alert. So I've always looked at troopers as useless beings, right? Like, because they can never hit anyone. But I watched A New Hope last night, and the opening sequence, they actually killed a bunch of guys. So at some point, they can hit someone. I don't know what happened along the lines that now they can't hit anyone. Did the training decreases? I don't know. Is it because of the Death Star blowing up? That's why the training has not been optimal. But they kicked the door in. They shot a bunch of guys. They actually killed a bunch of guys too. But today, I would say though they did hit someone. So I got to give it to the troopers too today. Mostly the short troopers. J-Rod, I have seen pictures of seamless bodies such as ripping really bad. Dude, yeah, I've seen that Wonder Woman, the Justice League, and people are saying that they didn't even like move them on the back. Like they just ripped, man. Big Dog, should I pick up the Hot Toys Alita? Big Dog, first and foremost, me and J-Rod has been on. J-Rod, did you buy Alita, by the way? And a hunt for Alita? I'm on the wait list at Sideshow. I would say do it, Big Dog. And if you do pick up Alita and you got a deal, let me know. Era, I hope the Nobi 2 is ready for the Armor Wars Hot Toys line. Dude, that's going to be insane. If you guys think that, we got too many Iron Mans, wait till Armor War hits. I would say, though, that I would rather, and my Marvel fans are going to hate me right now, I'd rather collect Stormtrooper than a gazillion, like one of those House Party Protocol. I'd rather get like this troopers because at least the design is interesting. Some of the designs there just kind of like are like repaints. There's a lot of repaints, but I'm just saying. BMW Imperial Assault Combat Transport Trooper is the name on the Mando episode Troopers. There you go. Big Dog, how do you prevent Wonder Woman Justice League from ripping? Not moving them, Big Dog. And maybe the reason it rips is because it's dry. Maybe putting some humidifier, silicone bodies do dry up, and when they do, that's where they crack and that's where they rip. So what do you think of Star-Lord? Thinking of getting it from Sideshow. JB, I got the first Star-Lord from Guardians 2. It's okay. JB, if I'm gonna be honest with you, man, hold up. Just hold out. That thing is tanking really bad right now. If you wait a little bit long, if you don't mind waiting, buy other figures. I would see Star-Lord getting the first free shipping, and then eventually the $30, $40 off and things like that. So just if I were you, if you could hold off, I would wait. J-Rod, I'm on the wait list as well, waiting to use my rewards on her. Dude, Same here, man. Arrow, I agree. Thank you, sir. House party protocol was kind of forgettable. Totally not relevant anymore. So yeah, totally. Yeah, man. Because I think the troopers, I think at least you see them over and over, right? Like the shore trooper, we saw them again. The house party protocol, like you're right, they're gone. They're forgotten. At least these troopers, they're a part of the culture. I would say Iron Man is going to be a part of the culture, not those armors though. Like the one Igor, or some of the armor. Some of the most armors of Iron Man, the diecast ones, are a must-have, like the 47, 46. But I'm talking about the protocol. Like the green suit. I mean, the Star Boost ones. Max, you think Hot Toys will make a cash in Andor? Anything's possible nowadays, buddy. So I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. So that's their moneymaker right now with Star Wars. So anything's possible, man. All right, guys. It's been fun. So next one, I'll see you guys maybe next Saturday. And we will talk about some releases that Hot Toys that are really questionable. I always want to talk about this beforehand. I already took some pictures of it. If you guys have any idea what I'm talking about here, like, it makes me question why Hot Toys made those figures. I think it's gonna be a fun one because the last fun one I did was the worst head sculpt that Hot Toys has ever done. If you haven't seen that episode, I think it goes all the way back. But yeah, the next one would be not necessarily the worst things that they made, but you're gonna ask yourself why. And yes, the Venomized things are there, but we're gonna go back. Maybe some figures that you haven't even heard or have seen in a long time. So it's gonna be fun. So, but again, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. It's been fun as always. So if you have time, maybe tomorrow. Oh, hold on. We got a new one right here. Scene hooks. Did someone see that unboxing of Stealth Suit? Not yet, my man. I got to check that out too. But yeah, thank you for joining, Eddie. Later. And I would see you guys maybe tomorrow or next week. Have a good evening and always stay safe.